I agree with you. You want that fun, free feeling of being upside down. So one thing is I have good news for you and bad news for you. The good news is you don't have to fall to learn inversions. But the bad news is if you can figure out a way to fall with control and with some measure of control and make that part of your learning experience, you'll be able to develop your inversions much faster and have more fun with it. Because so you got an inversion, you're trying to find a middle place, right? And so if falling is not an option, then you can't go to the other side of the middle, right? You can only go short of the middle, and then fear will stop you. And so the advantage of being able to fall is you can go both sides and then start to hone it in. And so if you're going to build falling into your practice and your development, then you have to have a good strategy for exiting. So it's like how am I going to fall? And for forearm balance or headstand, you've got two choices from my view. You can somersault out of it, so it's a kind of flexion of the spine and roll, or you can backbend, create, and just drop over into a backbend. So it's your choice, whichever works better for you. I don't really recommend falling out of handstand unless you're really comfortable with the other two, with backbending out of headstand and forearm balance. So I kind of graduate to doing it with handstand. So now we're going to work with dropping into a backbend from head balance and from forearm balance. Laura, this is how you're going to overcome that fear in baby steps. Okay, so here we go. You'll set yourself up. And you want to be about 18 inches from the pads. And not too far away and not too close. And don't go up yet. To come too far away, you'll miss the pads. Okay? And if you're too close, your legs will hit the wall. So here we go. She comes up into headstand. All right, and so now you've got to play in that zone. And so suppose you're gonna tip over. Well, then quickly bend the knees and arch your back and touch onto those. There. That's all. And then lower the hips and come down. You see, you have to lift the head and tuck the chin, and there you have it. Okay, and then you can lower it by increments. Okay, so you're trying to balance, but you're also allowing yourself to play in the zone that's beyond vertical in order to find that middle and have more options for finding the middle. Okay, here she goes. She's going to fall and then tuck your chin and lower yourself. When you do it with no pads, make sure you're far away from the wall. So if your mat is at the wall, then you're going to be all the way at the end of your mat. So up you go, find the middle, and then go beyond intentionally. Bend the knees quick and create an arch. And come down. So the way you learn to fall out of headstand, you can use the exact same process to learn to fall out of Pincha Mayurasana. Then bend the knees, and over you go. And you can do it in rounds. Do 3 in a row, Erica. Just go. So you can really just make it very standard. Yeah. I fall out of Pincha Mayurasana. Up you come. And go over. You want to be able to explore that middle that's beyond vertical. And come down. And stand up and go again. You want to be accurate in that vertical line. And fear, yeah. So fear will fool you. You'll think you're vertical, but you're not quite vertical. So that's why you really have to play to get that vertical line. And if you can get the freedom to fall, then you have a better chance. Thank you for joining me for this Asana Kitchen installment. And please keep submitting your questions.